How's it going? So the other day on my Insta Stories, I asked you what I should be filming next, and 69% of you wanted a hair update, so here we are. It's been about 6 weeks since the hair disaster of 2019, as I call it, and it's been about 2.5 weeks since I released that video. So this is my hair currently today after like a quick blow dry. This is pretty much how I've been wearing it. So it's minimal amount of styling, and yeah, so I feel the volume is kind of back, but due to products, because the thickness is definitely not. I do feel it's grown a little bit, but it's definitely in need of a trim. And like I keep mentioning, it definitely needs to go a bit darker because I think it's just gonna help restore my hair down the road. So there's so many products sitting on my table right now that I've been trying and that I'm gonna talk to you about. So I think we're just gonna go in order of like how I use them, I guess. Starting with this. So this, many of you might know what it is, and I have to hold it with a tissue because it's like, it gets everywhere. It's Amla Indian Hair Oil. You can see how much I've used in like 2-3 weeks. But this stuff is amazing. Even though it's super smelly, like it smells horrible, like fact, but it works. So I've used that growing up. Every time I feel like my hair needs a little bit of like pampering, and needs more moisturizer, and just needs some help, I always go back to Amla. So what I do is I massage it a little bit in my scalp, and then I drench my hair in it, and then I leave it in for about 20 minutes, and then I shampoo it out. Now it takes about 2 shampoos. So I shampoo, rinse, and then condition. And you can still sometimes smell it a little bit, but it's definitely worth it. It definitely helps. So I've been doing that once a week. In the shower, so 2 things I want to touch on. One, I've gotten a lot of questions as to how my blonde usually stays blonde and why it doesn't go brassy. I've been this blonde since probably end of last June now, and that's when I switched to Aveda products. So Aveda is very natural. It's actually cruelty-free, which I love. And so these are the 2 products I swear by. So it's the Aveda Color Conserve Shampoo, and then it's the Damage Remedy Conditioner. Now each of these have their own lines, but I like to mix it up a little bit. Because I feel my hair gets used to one thing and then it kind of gets immune to it, if that makes sense. So I combine these 2, and I've been using these 2 for months, and then I'll switch it up in between with other products, but this is what I swear by. And then in order to, like, this shampoo keeps the color, but to even make sure the color doesn't go brassier, I really like the AG Hair Care Sterling Silver Purple shampoo. Now one thing I learned recently is this is not like, this doesn't clean your hair, essentially. Okay, and I was using this, like I wash my hair 2 to 3 times a week. I was using this with every wash, and this actually builds up on your hair. So this is not cleaning, this is just simply taking care of the blonde. So what I would suggest, and what I've been doing lately, is once a week I combine this with the Color Reserve and then I use this Damage Remedy conditioner, and that's like one shampoo. Okay, one hair wash day. So that's that. When all this happened a few weeks ago, I actually have a friend who is a representative for Monat. I think that's what they call them. But she's always talked to me about Monat. I have used Monat years ago when my hair was kind of just shedding because of the dry weather. But I didn't use it long enough. I used it for a few weeks and I stopped because my hair stopped shedding. So this time when all this like damage happened, the brand that was top of mind was Monat. So I contacted her and I said, this is what's happened to my hair. It's over processed. It definitely needs help. Do you think Monat could help me? And she's like, they have different systems and different lines. And one of their lines is restructuring for over processed hair, which was what I needed. So I ordered the entire system. It's definitely pricey. It's pricey. So it's an investment, but I think this, like, I have a lot of hope and faith in this. Fingers crossed. So I ordered the system, and basically it's been 2.5 weeks now, so I don't know if it's working or not. Like, I can't make that claim yet, but I am telling you that I am using it. So it comes with shampoo, a pre-wash conditioner, and then a serum, and then a mask. Okay, and then I also got this air dry blow dry cream. Air dry cream. So basically, if you don't want to blow dry your hair, you put that product in, and then it still gives you the volume as if you've blow dried it. Anyways, so this is what I've been using. So once or twice a week I use the Monat system, and then once or twice a week I use the Aveda Color Reserve. Again, just because my hair goes very limp if I use the same product every single day, all the time. So I've been switching between that. Do I feel Monat could be working? I feel a little bit of tingling with the shampoo, so I feel like yes. And definitely my hair feels a lot different. It definitely feels softer. So coming out of the shower than before I blow dry. So first of all, I try not to blow dry as much as I used to. So now I get it to about 60%. Like I blow dry 60% of my hair and then let it air dry. But obviously if I have to go somewhere, then I have to blow dry it fully. What you saw in the previous clips was generally how I wear my hair. So I try and like gently, and I'm not even like round brushing it too much. I'm just holding it so that it like straightens out a bit. I tend to not curl my hair these days because the curl doesn't hold anymore, which is really sad. Just because I think my hair is so damaged, and I'm sure I could like find products, and like if I use like a higher heat then it'll work, or like a smaller barrel, or maybe my tools are just dying. But stay tuned on that, because I need to find something to curl my hair because I miss my curls. But I don't curl my hair as much. I'll like blow dry it and round brush it a little bit, and then just straighten, like today, just the top part is like flat ironed. With that being said, so what I do when I come out of the shower is I use this Monat restructuring serum, and this is not a paid video or anything. Like I legit went out and bought this or ordered this. So this is a restructuring serum that I've been trying out, but my holy grail product for life has been this Kerastase product. Now Kerastase has different lines and has different products for different types of hair. This I swear by. I've been using this product since I was probably 18. It's a leave-in treatment, and what it does is it's like a protein, so it just kind of makes your hair stronger. It takes away frizz, and I used to have problems like with like, you know, static, flyaways, that sort of thing, especially wintertime when you're like taking on and off sweaters or jackets or hats or whatever. This eliminates all of that. So this is like my secret weapon. So I stopped using this for a few months. Big mistake. But I recently got my hands on it again, which, like, for some reason it's always sold out everywhere. But I got a hold of it, I've started using it, I see a lot of difference in my hair, and it just feels more like my hair again. So this with this is what I put in my hair before I blow dry or style. However, I've also recently just gotten this thing. It is Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strengthen and Restore Leave-In Conditioner. I've tried it once, it just came the other day. I'm not sure that I like it. It was suggested to me by a friend. I think it really works for her. I'm not sure that it works for me. I'm still testing it out, so we'll see. Stay tuned. So in terms of leave-in treatments, that's what I use. But if you're going to choose any product, I highly recommend this, or look into the Kerastase line, because there will be something for your type of hair, essentially. So use that, blow dry. If I'm flat ironing my hair, then I've actually picked up this Thermal Creations Heat Protectant Flat Iron Spray. I'm not big on these sprays. I've tried many over the years, and I just find that it just sits on your hair, it builds up, and it just makes your hair feel like straw, so you can almost like break it. And it really bugs me because it just always turned my hair like this yucky texture, and I didn't like it. And then as soon as it was straight. Like, you couldn't curl it the next day or do anything to it next day. So I'm not big on heat protectants, but I feel like I need to be, especially now. So this one's actually really good. I actually quite like it. It doesn't do that gross buildup or anything, and it works, and it's very lightweight. So I've actually gotten a lot of questions on dry shampoo. I personally don't use a lot of dry shampoo. I don't like it. It makes my scalp super dry and itchy, and I actually noticed at one point when I was using it more that my hair was falling out a little bit, and I was like, what is going on? And there's different types of dry shampoo. I think I've tried probably 5 different types. And the one I actually like and keep on hand is the Tresemme Fresh Start one. I feel this one doesn't have much residue compared to the other ones. Like, you can still see it when you spray it, but it's not like you're rubbing it in your head. It's like a soft touch, and you rub it in and that's it. Like, it's done, and it does the trick. It's lightweight. I usually wash my hair that night or the next day then. I don't let it sit because, again, it makes my scalp super itchy. So just be careful when using dry shampoo. I don't think they recommend it more than 2 times a week. But see what works for you. I personally love this brand. The other brands, like, there's Batiste, and then there's something with a K that you get at Walgreens. I forget its name. But those 2 brands, like, I feel like there's just so much residue, and I don't like that. So check this out if you're looking for a new dry shampoo. In terms of, like, setting the style after I heat style my hair, I guess, I don't really use hairspray unless I'm curling my hair, and then it's like a light mist. Again, I've tried so many hairsprays over the years, and one of my favorites and go-to brands is the Garnier Fructis Style Hold and Flex. I feel this one's a good one because it holds your hair without it looking like there's hairspray in it, and you can still touch. Like, if someone were to touch it, it doesn't feel like that gross stickiness. Like, it still feels like hair. So this is my go-to if I have curls in my hair. But otherwise, what I've been using for the last probably since 2017 is this guy. It's Epiphany Coconut Oil. It's by a company called Davines, I believe. I'm going to put the link below if I can find it. I got it from a salon in New York City. And what I really like about this oil is it's coconut oil. And it's good for like you literally need a drop, and then you just put it through your hair and run it through your hair, and makes your hair like, takes all the flyaways, settles them down, like just, it's like that final touch that you just put in your hair to make it like it's just a finishing touch. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I think you know what I mean. Anyways, yeah, so that is like my go-to. And what I really love about this is, one, you don't need much of it, but also it doesn't make your hair oily. Because then what you end up doing with other products is you put the oil, and then you put the dry shampoo, and then you have to put the oil. Like, it's just a vicious cycle. So with this, you don't. And then also with this, because it's like clear, it's for people with colored hair, it doesn't affect your color. Whereas a lot of products like the argan oil, Moroccan oil, that sort of thing, that like, there's one argan oil, a drug shop brand that I actually do like. I will find it for you guys, but that has like a yellowy tint to it, so it does affect the blonde. So all these things, like, you got to keep in mind if you want your blonde to stay a certain shade of blonde, because all of it adds up and accumulates on your hair. So usually I've always used a paddle brush or a round brush in my hair, and then now with my hair being so vulnerable, I was trying to look for something that wouldn't pull out my hair too much, or wouldn't really stress it out more. So there's like different versions of this, but basically this is a wet brush, and like, it's good for wet hair, and it brushes through your hair, detangles your hair when it's wet with minimal damage, which is amazing. And I've actually noticed the difference is this doesn't pull out a lot of my hair, which is great. But I've actually started using this wet and dry. Like, this is my only brush right now. It was like, there's different versions of this, but I got this one from Shoppers. It was under $15. It's called Stylize, or that's the brand or something, I don't know. But it's amazing. Like, this, if you're gonna get one thing in terms of hair tools, like brushes or whatever, definitely invest in this. It's so cheap, but it's so good. Like, I wish I had been using this like forever, because it's so good. Like, it doesn't pull out your hair. Like, I have very minimal hair coming out because of brushing now. Like, I know you're supposed to shed like 100 hairs or whatever, but like, this isn't like damaging your hair when it's wet, because when your hair is wet, it's the most vulnerable. Anyway, so I think that's it in terms of like the update. It's gonna take time, and it's gotten a little bit better, just because like when I run my hands through it, it feels not as straw-like anymore, which is great. Because when I first got it, when like everything happened, it was like a disaster, and I felt bald, and it sucked. But now I'm like, okay, I can deal with this, I can get through this, it's fine. But also thank you so much, because so many of you reached out and had so much empathy for me. And a lot of you have gone through something similar and have just been giving me ideas and suggestions as to what have worked for you. So I have a running list right now. I don't want to try too many different things. I want to try a couple things and see if it works for me. Then I can tell you it worked, and then, you know, if you go through something similar, you can try out those products too. Yeah, so that's basically it. That's the hair update, and I will see you guys soon. Take care.
In the bank, couple bands. In the bank, I'ma dance. In the bank, do my dance. In the bank, dance. In the bank, couple